Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 just released their cast and a little teaser photo. The teaser photo just shows the main 5 members back at it again.
I think it's
4.5. Yeah.
I think that picture is more important than you're giving it credit for, because it tells us something we've all been wondering.
Go ahead.
Well,
take it.
If you look at the photo, it has Baby Groot standing on Drax's shoulders, and he's out of the pot plant, or the plant pot. So I mean, who knows? They could just be messing with us and just like a little fun thing.
No, that's what happens.
He's gonna be Baby Groot in the movie. Which
in the comic books, that's what happens.
I'm
he grows
curious. Back. Is he gonna partake in the action? Or maybe not.
He takes a very long time to grow back.
Yeah. So how is he going to go on this adventure, which is going to have a lot of action, I'm assuming, as Baby Groot? But I'm just excited we're going to see, like, in the third one, is he just going to be, like, as tall as a chair, like a teenage Groot? Who knows? We'll see. I'm excited about that, but go ahead, Gio.
And how is Vin Diesel going to voice the Baby Groot? Like, that's going to be weird.
Maybe he it's a little different, higher pitch, yeah.
Right. So what do you think about the cast? We have Palm Clemente, right? Did I say that?
I have no idea how to say it.
Right?
Sorry, I got
for butchering the name.
Yeah. And you have Kurt Russell, Elizabeth
Debicki,
and Chris Sullivan all joining everyone who's coming back. What do you think about these new cast members?
I'm not familiar with most of the names on there, but obviously the one that stands out is Kurt Russell.
And real quick, Elizabeth Debicki's the villain from The Man from U.N.C.L.E., the blonde.
Oh, okay.
That's her.
She's cool. I mean, she was cool in that role, so that's awesome. We don't know who anyone else is playing other than Palm, who's playing Mantis, correct?
Called it.
So that's really cool. I didn't know much about Mantis. I looked up a little bit of her history, so I'm interested to see how that character's brought to the big screen. But Kurt Russell, man, it feels like this has been going around for like 6 months. Kurt Russell being rumored to play in this role. And I can almost guarantee, I will put $20 on it right now that it's the Star-Lord's father's role. But they could be combining that with Adam Warlock. So we'll see. I'm just knowing that Kurt Russell is in this movie is freaking awesome. It's similar to Michael Douglas in Ant-Man and Robert Redford in Winter Soldier. All these great actors taking these roles excites me.
Jake?
No, I echo everything Jacob just said. I mean, the obvious standout's Kurt Russell, and I'll say now he's a lock to be Star-Lord's father.
Yeah,
it's been rumored for a long time.
And we knew that was going to be a big part in the sequel.
Yeah,
so.
And it adds, like, Marvel is so good at casting and bringing on these Oscar-nominated, highly talented actors and actresses on board. And, to bring someone on like Kurt Russell to Guardians of the Galaxy is incredible. The woman who plays Mantis, I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry, but I think she looks great, and I think she could fit the role of Mantis very well. The Mantis character is very exciting. She's so different from anything on the team right now. It adds another woman as well, which is really cool. She's going to play off Gamora very well too, because they're so different. Elizabeth Debicki, that's going to be interesting to see who she's playing. I think 2 or 3 of these new cast members are villains. Which includes Kurt Russell. I think Star-Lord's father is going to be a villain to start off with, kind of antagonist to go against. It's cool, and the teaser photo was awesome because it's the 80s rock band. That's what it felt like, and it goes off what James Gunn has done with this franchise all along, and it's very, very exciting, and this is definitely one of the more exciting movies to look forward to in the next year or so.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you with the Marvel casting. Robert Redford, Michael Douglas,
Anthony Hopkins.
Oh yeah, Anthony Hopkins.
And now Kurt Russell, my MVP from last year.
Oh yeah,
great to see him on board. And Mantis, I'm excited about that character. I read up about her a little bit. Yeah, you would assume, right? And I'm just excited that it's starting again. It's great that James Gunn is so active on social media, even after all the, all that stuff that happened about Star-Lord's father. It's great to see him still active and passionate, and he's back. And he even teased the awesome volume mix 2, right? Awesome volume.
Well, it would be because if I remember correctly,
awesome mix volume 2. Yeah.
Was 2 the one at the end of the movie?
2 is the one he opens up.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
And then I think he puts it in one song.
Ain't No Mountain High.
Exactly.
Yeah, which by the way, that song so good.
Well, it's perfect for the end of that movie. And I used to think of Remember the Titans every time I heard that song, but now every time I hear it, I think of Guardians of the Galaxy.
I still think
every single time.
Because I cried to Remember Titans.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I love Guardians so much, and I love that scene when that song starts playing and how it just wraps everything up.
So do we think though that Volume 2 has been switched around a little bit to honor David Bowie?
I think he wasn't he planning on trying to get David Bowie to cameo?
He was going
in
to
the
have
movie?
a cameo, but
I think he already planned to have David Bowie songs in there, but maybe adds a couple more. But I mean,
which is great.
That's cool, yeah.
Because David Bowie's total about the 80s.
Gio, what do you think about the possibilities of Baby Groot?
Like I said, who's gonna voice
Yeah.
him? You know, how's Vin Diesel? Because he has one of the deeper voices in Hollywood. I think it's cute. You know, it'll add a little cute thing. You know, because at the end, that's all people, were talking about was
The Baby Groot at the after credit
Baby
scene,
Groot dancing. Yeah.
I'm just curious how the action's gonna go about. You know, maybe he can do more than you think that small, but who knows?
Well, here's a funny thing to think about. Like, what if Marvel's playing this kind of like Deadpool, where, we see this photo, right, as Baby Groot, and then real time goes a year, 2 months, and he's grown by the time the movie comes out.
Okay, I
Like,
can totally
we see him
that.
gradually growing in
What
photos.
if the movie opens with a sequence of them on adventures, and then
It's possible. We see him growing
first,
along.
you see each adventure it's like maybe a 5-minute sequence, and they're on like several different little adventures, and they see him. Yeah, you see him gradually grow through each scene, and when it gets to present day, maybe he's like
Rocket size.
4 feet tall.
Can you imagine him and Groot and Rocket the same size?
That'd be cool.